Okay, we'll start in 2 minutes. For mga first-time moms na gustong magkaroon ng reseta para sa kanilang mga gamot, can you please put your name, age, location, kung may allergy kayo at wala, and ay, what's happening? Wala siya. Yeah, nawala ba ako? Okay. So, hi, Bevs. Okay. All right. So, naririnig din naman ako, di ba? Nakikita niya rin ako. Okay. So, start na tayo kasi madami na tayo eh. Medyo naglalag, no? Mahina yung internet connection. Okay. So, ECQ na naman. Ang dami ng case natin yesterday. It was 15,000 active cases. So, sa isang araw yun, and mataas siya ever since nag-start itong pandemic, kaya hindi mo na ako nag-clinic. So, I have actually more time to do some internet stuff and ayusin yung Facebook, YouTube, and iba pang mga responsibilities. And for the meantime, nag-teleconsult muna ako. Okay, so ngayon, this is a public service para sa mga mommies na hindi makapunta para makapagpa-check up sa kanilang OBGYN o kaya mga midwives at yung mga mommies na nagpa-follow sa mga social media posts ko, social media accounts natin na nandun sa ibang lugar na kung saan mahirap yung access sa kanila sa healthcare. So actually ito naman yung purpose ng Facebook page na to, para makatulong sa mga mommies na hindi ganun ka-available sa kanila yung mga information. Kaya nagpo-post ako ng nagpo-post, no? Okay. So, for those before, when I started this FB page, you have an FB group. Yung nakalagay doon is RX for Mommies. Ito yung para sa, nagbibigay ako ng prescription para sa mga mommies to buy their prescription medication sa pagbubuntis, mga supplements sa pagbubuntis, dahil hindi sila maka-access ng healthcare. So let's just do it ng mas maayos, no? And then mamaya, kikwento lang ako ng tungkol sa COVID at saka sa buntis, yung mga dapat yung malaman. Tinignan ko kasi yung mga questions nyo sa mga comments sa mga pinuposts ko. So, magpapaliwanag ako ng tungkol sa COVID at saka sa pagbubuntis. And then, pwede ba na yung format natin para sa mga mommies ay maglagay ng name. So, itatype ko ha. Nahirapan lang ako maka-access ng messenger. Ang bagal. Luma na kasi yung, hindi kasi ako masyado techie. Okay. So, COVID at saka yung pagbubuntis. So, ano ba yung COVID? Alam naman natin na una itong na-detect or na-document sa Wuhan, China ng isang coronavirus. So, bago actually siyang sakit. Kaya hindi pa ito kilala ng katawan ng mga tao. And within the 1 year na may mga infection, marami naman mga studies. So, nakita na nila na may mga symptoms ito na katulad ng parang typical lang na flu. No? So, ubo, sipon, naglalagnat yung iba. Yung iba parang, alam mo yun yung, ano yung sa Tagalog nun? Mahina kasi ako sa Tagalog eh. Pero yung parang yung naghihina yung katawan. Okay. Pero, yun yung mga light symptoms niya. Notable yung nawawala ng pang-amoy, nawawala ng panlasa yung isang na-infect ng COVID-19. At yung mga grabe is because lately nakita nila na marami sa mga namatay ng COVID o kaya yung mga na-hospital is because of na stroke o kaya di naman inatake sa puso, na meron din pala itong contribution na nakakapagpalapot ng dugo. So ito yung isa sa mga dahilan kung bakit may mga yung mga nadadala sa ospital na inatake o kaya na stroke ay pinapatest or COVID suspect sila, natatag sila as COVID suspect and ginagawan talaga ng swab, no? Marami kasi akong nakikita sa internet na inatake lang daw sa puso yung nanay nila, wala namang COVID, tapos pagkatapos tinatag na agad as COVID, pinatest na. Ngayon, sa lahat ng ospital, pinapatest na sila. Okay? So, siguro I'm going to stop it sa Mommies, kung naglalag siya sa dito sa FB Live, you can actually go to YouTube. Naka-live din ako doon. Okay? Hi sa kapatid ko na frontliner sa Tala Hospital. Trangkaso, yun yung word, trangkaso. O G, patype naman ako ng YouTube. Han, sorry time first. Hindi pa patype ko sa yung sa FB page. Yung sa FB Live. Sa FB Live. Sa FB page. So, nagpo-post ako doon. Okay. So, I think naglalag ako sa Facebook. I don't know why. But I'm also live in YouTube. And I think mas mabilis doon. So, kung meron kayong mga YouTube channel, you can actually shift to YouTube para mabasa ko yung mga questions. Meron din akong naka-format doon na format for the mommies, first-time moms, na wala pang mga check-up and hindi nila alam kung ano yung mga iti-take nila ng mga gamot. Okay? Sige, so let's go. Okay, so yun nga. So yung COVID, nakita nila na meron siya mga simptomas ng trangkaso. And then may additional nga na nawawalan ka ng panlasa, pang-amoy, at yung iba naman nagda-diarrhea. And then kapag nakita din nila sa mga na-ospital na mas malapot yung dugo, kaya naging may mga inaatake o kaya nag-i-stroke na nadadala, kinukonsider sila as COVID suspect, then ginagawan ng swab. Actually, mami, sa lahat ng mga healthcare services ngayon, ospital, nagre-request na kami ng RT-PCR kasi ito yung gold standard natin para matiyak na yung pasyente, mas stratify yung service kung dapat ba siya sa COVID or pwede siya sa mga non-COVID na hospitals, no? So, ngayon, marami na rin mga services for home care kasi we are really pushing for people na to stay put in their homes. Bakit? Kapag mas less yung makakahalubilo mo, mas less yung chances na pwedeng ma-infect ka ng COVID or ma-infect yung kasama mo sa bahay ng COVID, and at the same time, mas less yung risk na mas less yung pwede siyang magkaroon ng maraming mutations. Okay. Siyempre, we also want to decongest the hospitals. So 15,000 na yun, in a day, sabihin natin na yung nagiging severe o yung talagang kailangan ng mga monitor or na-admit sa hospital, it's about 1 to 2% kasi 98% severe and mild lang and asymptomatic. So anong ibig sabihin nun? E di ibig sabihin nun, Doc, pwede pala akong lumabas kasi pwede pala maging mild and asymptomatic. Marami pa nga hindi naniniwala sa COVID na hindi ko talaga ma-imagine kung bakit. Bakit sila hindi na naniniwala? Ano yung point nila? Bakit kailangan magstay sa bahay? Mild lang pala yung mararamdaman. Para lang pala siyang typical na trangkaso. Why? Kasi pwede kang makahawa ng isang tao na hindi natin alam kung siya ay mapupunta sa 2% na severe. Okay, so let's just do the math. Okay. So, ang isang effect ng COVID is nasisira niya yung lungs. To the point na majority ng mga nagkakaroon ng moderate to severe na type ng COVID, yung nahihirapan huminga, bumababa yung kanilang O2 saturation. At ito ay ma-measure natin by just having the pulse oximeter na very, very affordable siya at mabibili nyo sa online. Okay, madali lang yun. So, kung yung O2 sat nyo ay bumababa ng 96 to 95% at pababa, yon kailangan nyo ng oxygen support. Pero up to when? No? Up to when? Syempre, matatakot na kayo. You have to go to the hospital because kung hindi kayo magagamot ng maayos, pwedeng maging progressive yung pagsira ng COVID sa lungs ng tao. Ngayon, yung mga hospitals natin congested na, yung mga pasyente na COVID positive, nagsisik sila ng help, kailangan ma-admit na kapila sa ER ng mga ospital. Aside from that, marami pang mga healthcare workers ang nagiging COVID positive. So, yung strain sa healthcare system, nararamdaman na namin. Nararamdaman na namin siya. Hindi ko kasi alam if you have access to this knowledge, pero just be aware na ang COVID ay totoo. Hindi siya fake. At kung sino man yung mga Poncio Pilatong nagkakalat na fake yung COVID, hindi ko alam kung nakatira ba sila sa Earth, nakatira ba sila sa Pilipinas, nakatira ba sila sa Metro Manila. Okay, baka kasi nasa ibang planeta sila. Pero anyway, yung iba naman na nagsasabi na lumabas na sila kasi para lang naman trangkaso and flu yan, baka hindi nyo pa na-experience nagkaroon ng kamag-anak na nagkaroon ng pangit na effect ng COVID. So, we actually encourage people, if you can stay at home, stay put, no? Unfortunately, ngayon, kailangan na magkaroon ng concrete na mga programs ng government para i-address at tulungan yung mga tao kasi, syempre, pag wala kang trabaho, wala kang kita, marami na sa mga kababayan natin na economically nagsasuffer na rin. Diba? So, hopefully that the government will address this one. Okay, so pag-usapan natin yung COVID at saka yung buntis. Nakita sa mga studies na sa mga observational studies na bibihira naman matransfer ng mommies ang COVID-19 sa kanilang mga babies. In fact, may mga nade-deliver kami mga babies na si mommy ay COVID positive, si baby when they test COVID negative. Okay, so para sa mga nanay na nagkaroon ng COVID during their pregnancy, relax lang kayo. Mukhang hindi naman naapektuhan ni COVID yung babies. But these are just a certain number of population. So meron pa din mga incidents or nare-record na pag si mommy nagkaroon ng COVID, si baby paglabas nagko-COVID positive. So, pinag-aaralan pa yun. Pero majority of the cases, mukhang hindi siya natatransfer. So, at least, with that majority of the case, makaka-relax yung mga mommies na buntis na ang COVID hindi niya na transfer kay baby. Okay. So, relax muna tayo doon. May mga patients ako na naging COVID positive sila, pero pagkapanganak, yung baby naman negative, no? I've had two-term pregnancies na ganun yung nangyari. Okay, meron din akong mga patients, 3 sila, na COVID positive sila, hindi pa sila manganganak. One got infected in 17 weeks, ang isa 26 weeks, yung isa 28 weeks. Naka-stay at home sila, quarantine, pinapa-observe ko yung heartbeat and movements ni baby, tapos nagtitake sila ng supplements. Yung dalawa asymptomatic, yung isa mild. Nagkaroon lang siya ng parang trangkaso, ubo, sipon, hindi naman nagkalagnat, no? So, binanage lang namin, supportive. Continue lang namin yung mga supplements nila, prenatal na gamot. Vitamin D3, vitamin C, plus zinc, paulit-ulit ako. Pero binibigay ko yun sa mga pasyente ko. And then, I also give them a low dose na melatonin for them to sleep well. At saka para hindi sila anxious. Kasi, syempre, pag may COVID ka, pinakabahan ka eh. So, ayun. So, those are for my patients. Now, for those moms na meron kayong mga doctors, you have to ask kung ano yung mga pwede nyo pang i-take. Okay? But generally, you have to take also your other prenatal supplements, katulad ng ferrosulfate, your calcium, no? I also add omega, okay, so for my moms. Okay, so I hope na para sa mga nanay na kinakabahan tungkol sa COVID, at least sana makatulong tong general knowledge na to. Now, ngayon, ang pangit lang sa COVID, kung halimbawang buntis ka at ikaw yung napunta sa severe na type ng COVID, yung mga kailangan ka ng oxygen, nakita sa mga studies na kapag buntis ka at severe type of COVID ka, mas mataas yung chance ng ICU admission. Mas mataas yung chance na pwedeng kailanganin mo ng additional respiratory support. So ito yung mga natutubo, nai-intubate. Ito yung hinuhook sa mga mechanical ventilator. And unfortunately, kapag ganun yung nangyari, nade-deteriorate, syempre, namamatay. So we don't want the moms na mga buntis to really have to be infected with COVID because kapag naging severe type sila, pangit yung prognosis nila. Okay? So, at least, itong knowledge na to, kayo na mga buntis, you have to protect yourself. You have to protect your pregnancy. Kapag nasa bahay, if you can, also wear face masks and kung pwede, talagang mas maganda to still practice social distancing. Okay? So, ayun siya. So, majority naman sa population, mild yung COVID, and sa mga buntis, ganun din, pero kapag naging severe, pumapangit. So, keep yourself from being infected. And that's by doing the proper way. So, wearing medical grade face masks. Kung cloth mask, dapat double layer ito, no? And you have to clean it daily. Aside from that, practice social distancing and disinfection because these small things can protect you. Also, keep yourself from attending yung mga parties and staying for a long time sa mga public places kasi nagiging breeding ground siya for infection. Kaya tayo nasa bahay ngayon. Kaya tayo nasa ECQ ngayon to limit yung number of people that will be infected. Okay? So, ano pa? Ayun. So, I hope, Tony de la Cruz, relax ka lang. Ito yung effect ng baby. Hindi naman nakita na yung mga mommies na nagbubuntis may increased risk na pwedeng makunan. Pero, nakita na kapag moderate to severe, yung case ng COVID infection kay mommy, pwedeng mag-preterm delivery. Pwedeng mag-labor siya ng mas maaga, o kung hindi naman, ay pwede siyang ma-CS for indication, maternal indication, or si baby, syempre nawawala din yung oxygen niya sa loob. No? So, kailangan din na mag-ingat talaga. Okay. So, okay. Let's go sa ating mga format sa mga mommies na walang consult. Okay. Yung mga symptoms ng severe type ng COVID, Christine, ano yung mga yon? Dahil naapektuhan niya yung oxygen capacity ng katawan na mag-supply sa mga cells, including sa utak, yung ibang may severe type ay nagiging disoriented sila. Yung irritable sila, yung iba wala sa wisyo, yung iba nag-heart attack, yung iba nag-i-stroke, yung iba nahihirapan ng sobra huminga. So ito yung mga sintomas ng severe type na kailangan nilang mag-oxygen. So, ayun, Christine, no? Okay. Ano yung pwede nyong gamot kapag masakit yung lalamunan pag may COVID? So, ang una nyong gagawin kapag may symptoms na kayo na sa palagay nyo ay COVID kayo, you have to isolate yourself. Pumunta kayo sa isang kwarto sa bahay nyo na kung saan wala kayong kasama, properly ventilated siya, malalaki yung windows, and then open it up. Then kayo lang yung nandun. Okay? Kung walang CR ang inyong kwarto, you have to wear masks and disinfect every time na lalabas at papasok ka. So kung sa mga parte ng bahay nyo na pupunta kayo, kung like the CR, kung common yung CR nyo, tapos, kung kakausap kayo ng tao kahit sa awang ng pinto, mag-face mask pa rin kayo at dapat malayo sila. Okay, kasi pwede pa rin kayo mag-shed ng viral particles. Kung wala kayong kwarto na pwede nyong pag-stayan dun sa bahay nyo, kailangan nyong sabihin sa local government unit para dalhin kayo sa mga quarantine facilities. So I think right now, may mga quarantine facilities na mag-accept ng mga COVID positive, no, na mild, at saka mga asymptomatic. Okay, Tony, effective ba yung SOOB? Basta gagawin mo siya, SOOB is for relief. It will not clear you of COVID. Okay? It is actually for relief lang. Pwede mong gawin ng SOOB provided that you are in your own room na mag-isa ka lang. Okay? Kasi dahil hangin pa rin siya, it has the potential na magkalat lalo ng mga viral particles kasi gagawin mo yun ng wala kang face masks, di ba? Okay? So, kung wala ka namang ibang kasama habang ginagawa mo yung SOOB and it relieves you, then you can do it. Okay. I think Facebook is a problem. Naglalag ako. So, you can go to my YouTube channel para panoorin ako. Okay? So, for the first time moms, mukhang mahihirapan akong gumawa ng free clinic kasi naglalag ako sa Facebook. I will be posting the format that you can give. And then sa thread, titingnan natin yung information. Then, me and Sarah will send you your requests for your prenatal and yung request nyo for ultrasound kapag pwede na. Okay? So, I'm just going to answer some questions na lang sa mga nag-follow pa. Okay, so Cindy Alpante, I'm going, wait for my post later. Okay. There is a question about PCOS pag pinabayaan, naging ovarian cancer. Actually, not ovarian cancer, but endometrial cancer. Kapag ang isang symptoms ng PCOS, which is hindi ka nagre-regla ng maayos, kapag masyado makapal yung lining ng matres, hindi mo siya naireregla, kapag tumagal at napabayaan, pwede siyang maging risk for endometrial cancer. Okay. Tumitigil-tigil, no? So, this is so sad. Okay. G, the best time to consult a perinatologist for high-risk pregnancy is actually, we do preconception counseling. So we can help you to minimize the risk before ka magbuntis. So, mas maganda magpa-check up before ka magbuntis para maging optimal yung katawan mo, optimal health yung katawan mo before ka magbuntis. But you can have a check-up anytime naman. Okay? Ako nga, naglolo ko nga yata yung net ko. Okay. So, sa mga ang mga OB nyo will share their stand on vaccination sa pagbubuntis. Depende sa risk nyo. So, kailangan nyo pa rin ma-interview ng maayos. I, for one, encourage my patients to have their vaccines depending on the vaccine kung ano yung mga high risk na nararamdaman ng isang moms. Okay? So, you have to talk to your OB. Okay? But ako personally, I tell my patients to have their vaccines. Okay? Tony, I cannot say how many days ang itatagal ng mild COVID, but if you are asymptomatic, after 14 days, you can actually go out, but better if you have a repeat test. For those with mild, we count days pa after hanggang mawala yung mild symptoms mo. As to when siya mawawala, hindi natin alam. Depende sa tao yan. Okay. So, sayang medyo naglolo ko yung net ko. So, if you can transfer sa YouTube, better. Shout out sa brother ko. Oji, naka-duty ka ba today? So, he's a pedi resident sa Tala Hospital. He's also a COVID-19 survivor, PH358, I think. Pero he was one of the early ones and nasa moderate to severe siya. Malapit na siyang ma-intubate. Kaya thankful kami and we have been advocating for COVID education sa mga tao and I'm also doing this for moms and education, no? Okay. So, I guess that's it for the Facebook Live. I'll end this. Okay. All right. So let's just go to the YouTube Live and I have allotted 1 hour since nalugi tayo sa Facebook. Okay, so thank you mga moms na nag-post ng mga details nila. I'm going to take note of this one para mabigyan kayo ng prescription and your ultrasound. Right? Tapos, okay. Alright. Sige. So, I'm going to answer some questions na dito sa YouTube. Marami na siguro nakalog sa Facebook kaya nahihirapan na. Alright. At least dito tayo sa YouTube. Hindi tayo naglalag. Okay. Yes, Team Podin. Ah, okay. Hindi naman siya required mag-aspirin kasi nagka-miscarriage ka ng 2019. Aspirin is started for those with mga pregnancies na may mga possible na uteroplacental insufficiency and mga high-risk conditions, some high-risk conditions. No, but first and foremost, you have to make sure you have your OB has to do an intensive interview sa'yo para malaman kung ano yung mga risk factors mo. Okay? Um, I would suggest that you do a preconception counseling with an OBGYN para ma-advise ka kung yung type ba ng miscarriage mo at sa mga risk factors na present sa'yo, ikaw ba yung type that they can start the aspirin. So, hindi lang siya blanket na ginagawa para sa lahat ng buntis or blanket medication. Siyempre, aspirin yan, may mga side effects pa rin yan, kaya yung pag-inom yan, dapat may tamang indication. Okay? So I hope the team po din may matutulong to sa'yo. Maylene, Rebukas, remedy para mawala ang ubo. 8 months na pregnant. You can drink oregano. You can actually gargle with salt, with warm water and salt. No, Bactidol gargle para malesen. And then you have to have a check-up with a doctor para malaman bakit ka inuubo. Okay? So, yun yung aso ko. Okay. Hi, Angeline. Hi, Engine. Mary Jane Furman, para hindi lumabas si baby. Nako, wala tayong magagawa dyan. Si baby magsasabi kung kailan lalabas. But, ito para sa mga followers na malapit na kayong mga anak. Mga anak ng normal, which is 37 to 42 weeks, ito yung term. If you don't know, if you want to know more about it, I have a YouTube video about due date. So, may mga tips ako tungkol doon. You might want to watch it. Pero, si baby kasi magsasabi kung kailan siya lalabas. Siguro, bawasan mo na lang yung pag-move and then no sexual contact with husband, no? Para hindi mo na lumabas si baby and have a regular communication with your OBGYN. Unfortunately, yung mga hospitals puno, lahat tayo takot sa COVID eh. So, have a close monitoring with your OB, okay? Grabe, no? Anxiety level natin off the roof. Okay. Kusinera at home. Yeah, that's the truth. Ganito, sa mga hospitals, you have to ask your birth providers, your OBGYN, and yung mga hospitals kung saan kayo ma-admit. Relax lang kayo kasi kahit na may maraming COVID sa hospital, may naka-designate din na portion doon for non-COVID. Puno yung COVID ward, but they're non-COVID kasi hindi lang naman COVID yung sakit eh. Yung non-COVID nila, you have to know kung puno rin sila or hindi. And mapupunta ka lang doon kung COVID negative ka. So, huwag kayong matakot sa mga ospital kapag COVID negative ka because even the person, yung mga nurses, doctors na pumupunta doon, they also have to be COVID negative at wala dapat sila mga sakit kapag mag-duty sila doon. No? So, coordinate well with your OBGYN, have your RT-PCR done. Sa ibang hospitals, they require ng 5 to 7 days na. Dati 2 weeks yung itatagal, pero ngayon 5 to 7 days. So, para sa mga nanay, kung nakakaramdam na kayo ng panay-panay na paghilab or medyo mas nagiging frequent siya or starting 37, 38 weeks, then have your RT-PCR swab done. Nasopharyngeal swab done, okay? May mga services tayo na nag-home service, pero at a price yon. Yung iba naman, mga hospitals, they also have home service, may iba sa mga online internet, or you can do a walk-in or a drive-thru. Pero you have to know kung tumatanggap sila ng mga walk-ins, no? So it usually costs mga 2,800, at least 2,800 to 5,000, depende kung saang hospital. If you have extra cash, then have it done weekly. But if not, you have to properly time your RT-PCR. So usually ang time naman nila the next day meron na, mas maikli na ngayon. Okay? So I hope that this answer helped. Kapag sinabing puno na kasi yung mga ospital ng COVID, ito yung COVID portion. Yung mga non-COVID portion, depende pa. Hindi natin alam kung puno yan or hindi. May naka-allot for non-COVID patients. Huwag po kayong mag-alala. Hindi rin kasi pwede convert yung isang hospital into a full COVID. May mga government-designated COVID hospitals tayo, katulad ng TALA, ng PGH, no, that they cater for purely COVID. So, shout out pala sa kapatid ko. I don't know if he's watching dito sa YouTube, pero isa siya sa mga frontliners. He's a pedia resident, pero ngayon kasi they're helping out even mga internal medicine residents kasi ang daming nagpa-positive. So, he's a COVID survivor. He has been vaccinated already once. No? So, stay safe and praying for you. Nakakaba rin yun kasi syempre. Okay, so mommies, yung mga format nyo for prescription, put your name, your age, your location, may allergies ba kayo o wala, tapos kung kailan yung unang araw ng pagbubuntis nyo, para at ma-approximate ko kung ano yung ultrasound request na i-request na ibibigay ko sa inyo. So if you have other friends na wala pa silang check-up sa kanilang mga OBGYN, feel free to message me and I will give you your prenatal supplements. Your prescription for prenatal supplements at saka yung request, okay? So ngayon, kung hindi naman emergency, stay home na muna. You drink and eat properly, you rest well. Kasi andyan na si COVID eh. I'd rather that you stay home and I'm giving out this prescription and yung request for ultrasound for free. But once you have the result, you have to consult with an OBGYN or your birth provider. Marami rin kaming mga OBGYN na nag-online teleconsult. So, sa internet, if you have referral sa mga friends nyo, yung mga OB nila, then you can just show them the result, no? Para at least properly na ma-interview nila kayo and malaman yung mga symptoms ng pregnancy nyo, matulungan. Okay? Alright. So, I hope na ito makatulong talaga sa inyo kasi syempre, mahirap talaga yung status natin ngayon, financially and psychologically. I also feel anxious and sometimes I feel a lot of sadness because of what's happening. Nahihirapan din ako matulog. I'm also suffering from insomnia, sobra. No, but I have patients to take care of. I have my family who's been helping me out, helping us out. So it's really doing a number on our mental health. And it's okay to ask for help. So for those moms who are suffering from postpartum depression, peripartum depression, I can give you referrals sa mga kaibigan ko na psychiatrists. Some of them are doing teleconsult. So don't hesitate to ask for help. Okay? You can message my FB page anytime for that. Okay? We all need to be kind at this point in time and we need all the help that we can get. Okay? And I'm hoping that this YouTube and yung Facebook live ko will be able to open avenues para naman makatulong sa ating mga Pilipino. Okay? So, ayun, may isang question dito. Mommy Ditas Meklat, i-message mo kaya yung OB mo kung bukas siya. Kasi depende. May iba sa amin na some of us still brave the ECQ and C patients. So, kung hindi kayo sigurado, kontakin niyo yung sekretary nila or kontakin niyo mismo yung OB kung may clinic siya. So, ask mo yung OB mo kung talagang kailangan mo magpakita bukas or kung pwedeng i-reschedule yung check-up niyo. So, that's also one way, di ba, for you to have a close communication with your OBGYN. So, I hope my answer helped. Okay. Ang tinatawag namin na fever sa Harrison is 37.8 and above. No? Pero sa COVID, ang binabantayan namin is 37.5 eh. Hindi pa talaga siya fever, pero you have to observe yung pattern ng yung pattern ng fever mo. No, kung tumataas yung temperature mo, lumalagpas sa 37.5 pataas, then pwede na siyang masabing, lalo na 37.8, then fever na siya. You're 29 weeks. Kung wala naman kayong allergy sa paracetamol or biogesic, brand pala siya. Paracetamol. Biogesic is one brand. Tempra. Yun. You can take paracetamol, moms. No, mommies, kung wala kayong allergy, hindi kayo masyado nag-GERD. And tell your OBGYN if you have like fever. Okay? So, pwede naman kayong uminom nun. Relatively safe naman yun sa mga nagbubuntis. But you have to tell your birth provider. Alright? So, huwag niyong sasarilinin yung mga ganitong sakit ngayong mga panahon na to. You have to observe your other symptoms as well. Okay. Cervical polyp. Nabuntis ka na may cervical polyp, di maganda. Pero, mas prone kayo magdugo. So, you have to rule out kung yung pagdudugo nyo is dahil sa cervical polyp at hindi dahil may risk ka na pwede makunan. Okay, Joyce? So, let your OBGYN know. May mga patients na ako na may polyp sila. Hindi namin sila tinatanggal kapag nagbubuntis routinely. Pero kapag kunyari nagne-necrose na, nagkukos ng bleeding at palabas na, hinahaya lang namin sila lumabas or yung iba na hila, but case-to-case basis to, no? You have to work closely with your OBGYN. Michelle I cannot answer your question because it will entail an extensive discussion sa cost ng RPL or yung paulit-ulit na nakukunan. But I have a video for that dito sa YouTube. Pwede mong i-click yung video na yon and watch it. Ito yung nandun yung picture ni Mariel Padilla kasi she's an APAS patient and she also has PCOS. So you can watch that video to be enlightened. And then you can do preconception counseling online. There are a lot of OBGYNs online doing preconception counseling. I highly advise you to do that para personalize yung approach sa'yo. Okay? Naku, Julian. Work closely with your OBGYN. Lalo na kung palagi ka nag-spotting at nag-open yung cervix mo. No? So, you have to let your OB dyan. Lariat, Egualas, any form of infection, lalo na kung may plema ka na naninilaw ito at bacterial yung cause, of course, we have to rule out COVID, but COVID type of cough is more of dry cough. Can cause preterm labor. So, kailangan magpatingin ka sa inyong doktor para mabigyan ka ng gamot for this one. Okay? Abi Paniza, Beroka, I love Beroka. Yes, I love Beroka. Nandito nga siya. Okay. So, you can actually take it with your prenatal vitamins. It's vitamin C, it's multivitamins with a lot of vitamin C. I suggest that you drink it with ferrosulfate for mas maganda kasi na-absorb yung ferrosulfate when it's being taken with vitamin C. Okay? Do not overdo it. Alright. Okay, Camilo. I hope that you have that you are properly seen by experienced OBGYN about your condition. And if you feel anxiety attacks, you can PM me. I can refer you to a psychiatrist to help you out with that. Relax ka lang. I tell my patients who are trying to conceive na for them to relax. Stress is not good for pregnant moms as well as for those patients who have repeated losses as well as for those who are trying to have a baby. No? So, manage your stress as much as we can, as much as you can. And have a check-up kung magpapa-IVF ka. Have a regular check-up with your attending physician. Okay? Or yung center kung saan ka magpapa-IVF, fulfill their requirements. Okay? Ano ba ba? So I hope na nakatulong today. Hindi naman masama na mag-try to conceive. It may be challenging for both you and your OBGYN in the future, but hindi siya masama. So, it's just extra challenging. Okay, I hope that helped. Naglalag pa rin ako dito sa YouTube. Ano ba yan? We have actually 14 minutes more. Baka you might have some questions. You might have some friends na kailangan nila ng mga hindi pa nakakapagpa-check up sa doktor at buntis sila, then we can tell them, no? Okay, sacrococcygeal teratoma. Okay, teratoma is a congenital condition na tumutubo kung saang bahagi ng katawan, like the brain, the ovaries, no? And for some babies, they have at their puwet. Yung hindi siya genetics, pero yung next pregnancy mo, kailangan siyang mabantayan, no? Kailangan lang siyang mabantayan. So, Neil, I hope that you will not get discouraged because of one occurrence of sacrococcygeal teratoma. For some babies, ito, you have to coordinate well with your OB, and we plan this na naooperahan pagkalabas niya with pediatric surgeons, pediatric neurologists, no? So you have to work well with your OBGYN. Yun, malaki siya, pero na-address siya. Okay? So, depende lang sa kung ano yung mga ibang neurologic na functioning na apektuhan sa baby mo pagkalabas. Jillian, basahin mo, panoorin mo yung YouTube video ko about due date. Maybe you can go back to your OBGYN and have a consult with her. Ask her if she does teleconsult. We can also do teleconsult yung mga OBGYN, lalo sa mga buntis, no? So, Mylene, inform your OB. Julian, hydrate yourself. May allergy ka sa paracetamol, you hydrate yourself. You monitor your temperature. Okay? Wear face mask, social distancing, i-monitor mo yung mga symptoms. Pero sa hapon, pag hapon ka nag-take ng temperature, our temperature tends to be mas mataas. So kung hindi naman siya, hindi ka nakakaramdam ng ibang mga pakiramdam ng trangkaso, nag-chills, then baka buntis ka, mas mataas talaga yung temperature. So relax ka lang, ha? And monitor, right? Margaret Aizal Abadisho, you have a mitral valve prolapse. You can actually give birth normally provided that mild lang yung MVP mo and may clearance ka from your OBGYN. And also, kailangan ma-assess yung severity ng MVP mo. Pero sa mga cardiac patients naman, unless ikaw yung may severe pulmonary hypertension o kaya grabe, we classify them sa functioning ng heart nila, and we call this as New York classification. So, depende kung grade 1, 2, 3, and 4 ka. Kung usually if it's 1, 2, 3, you can deliver normally, vaginally, provided na wala kang ibang mga problema pa. No? So, kung wala ka naman mga simptomas na sobra na kailangan na mabilis na paglabas ni baby, then okay na mag-deliver normally. Kahit MVP pa yan. But like I said, you have to have your pregnancy monitored by your OBGYN, okay? And with your cardiologist, okay? So, consult, it's case-to-case basis. Janine Karit, pag madalas na sumasakit yung tiyan mo, bakit siya sumasakit? So, kailangan mo magpatingin sa OBGYN mo para maimbestigahan bakit siya sumasakit. Hindi ka ba nag-i-spotting? Wala ka bang ibang nararamdaman? Kasi pag sumasakit ang tiyan na nagbubuntis, pwedeng nagpi-preterm labor ka. Yung iba naman, mas sensitive lang sila. Akala nila sumasakit, pero yung pala, mabigat lang yung pakiramdam nila kasi lumalaki yung baby, first time nila. So, you have to characterize it. No? So, it's better that you really see your OBGYN para malaman kung itong klaseng pagtigas ba ay nagpi-preterm labor ka or minomonitor lang siya. Okay? So, Lalaine, hulaton, masyadong complicated yung tanong mo. Your case is high risk. Your case is too complicated for a YouTube question. And these questions should be asked to your birth provider sa iyong OB. Kaya I suggest that you consult with your OBGYN about this one because hindi siya masasagot ng simpleng yes or no. Hindi siya masasagot ng mga simpleng gagawin lang. It's a lot more complicated than that. Right? Praying for you also, Neil. Okay, so 8 minutes na lang. Grade 1, posterior, nalola yung placenta. If it's grade 1, the placenta is still young. Masyado pang maaga yun, Lariet. Basta hindi ka naman nag-spotting or nagbe-bleed at you have to have your ultrasound repeated around near term, no? Basta wala kang ibang simptomas. So, we do it transvaginally and we call the procedure placenta localization. So, yun yung i-request ng OB mo para malaman kung low-lying placenta ka pa rin. Kasi, if it's detected too early, yung low-lying placenta nyo, nahatak ng matres pataas yan. Majority of the time. So, pag malapit na kayong mga anak, we just repeat the ultrasound and that's the time that we decide kung kailangan ka ba i-CS or if you can give birth vaginally. So, you have to relax at this point in time. Okay? Grade 1 placenta is young. Basahin mo pala yung yung post ko sa FB about placenta. I'll be making a YouTube, pero ang dami na kasi topics na naka-outline. Syempre, we can only discuss it as it is, no? Epidural. Epidural is a type of obstetric, not just obstetric, but it's a type of anesthesia na kung saan pinapadaan sa epidural space yung isang catheter para mabawasan yung pain na nararamdaman ng isang mommy while she's on labor. So, depende sa pain threshold mo, mommy, kung gusto mo magpa-epidural or magpa-painless. There are some conditions kasi na kung saan the pain in itself pwedeng mag-cause ng mas worsening ng symptoms ng isang mommy kung meron siya mga high-risk conditions. Like for example, hypertension, no? Kapag sumasakit ang nararamdaman ng nanay, tumataas yung blood pressure niya. So for some mommies, we actually advise them to have an epidural or painless. Pero hindi siya mandatory. Hindi naman siya sa pilitan na pinapalagay. Pero kung mababa nga yung threshold of pain mo, then you might want to have an epidural done or given. Okay? Talk to your birth provider about this one. I have an FB post about obstetric anesthesia. Kung ano yung mga anesthesia na ginagamit namin, hanapin niyo sa search bar ng FB page ko. Okay? So, I hope na matulungan ka ng knowledge na yon, but walang makakapalit sa consult sa inyong mga OBGYN. Okay? Faye Clarice, VBAC advocate. Yes, I'm a VBAC advocate. I'm a VBAC advocate. I screen my patients kung sila kung good candidates sila for VBAC, and then I offer it to them. No? But of course, I'm also a high-risk pregnancy doctor. So I tell, lalo na kung extremely high-risk yun, then a vaginal delivery may not be an option. You know, OBs are like that naman. Okay? So as long as you have your OBGYN, wala kang low risk ka naman, wala ka naman ibang mga medical conditions that will keep you from doing VBAC, then you have to talk with your birth provider if you are a good candidate for VBAC. Kasi i-assess naman namin kayo eh. So I hope na makahanap ka ng inyong OB that will fit you. Alright? So, yun. Okay. So, 55:21. Mag 1 hour na ako dito. I'll take note of those moms who message the format for prescription. Hintayin niyo po i-send ko sa inyo. Sana meron kayong FB page kasi that's where I usually send the requests. So, don't forget to message me sa FB page, dun sa Facebook page ko. It's OBGYN, OBGYN Perinatologist, Dr. RB Gusilatar. Follow that kasi that's where I will be sending your prescription and your ultrasound request. Of course, yung mga ultrasound nyo, you have to call the centers, magpa-appointment kayo doon to have them done. And I strongly suggest that you have your ultrasound done by an OB sonologist. No? Marami naman kami locally within the Philippines. Okay, lalo na pag mga high risk kayo. So, do you have any questions? Mag-1 hour na tayo. Masaya ako kapag nakakapag-live ako because I know na marami akong nakakausap, natutulungan about sharing my medical knowledge, answering random health questions. And if you have actually more questions or you would like me to do a video or a video for a particular topic na concern kayo, then just message me or you can put it in the comment section. And I will put it up in the lineup ng mga topics natin na for uploading. Okay, so future projects, I will be reacting to one of those for those people who has been sharing misinformation about COVID. I have a reaction to that. I also have a video for COVID at magbubuntis. So within the week, or ano ba ngayon? Saturday, it's Black Saturday. So baka next week, we will be posting. Then the next will be for those who are trying to get pregnant. Aside from the preconception counseling, I will be giving tips. I also have a lineup for gestational diabetes, for hypertension in pregnancy, for the placenta. Labor and delivery, I have a YouTube video for IE, so internal examination. So I also have that. Okay, so you can look at the channel and then watch the topics na nagawan ko na. Okay, straight from an OBGYN. So at least alam natin evidence-based naman yung information and management na sinishare ko and yung knowledge na sinishare ko. No? So I hope na nakatulong tong almost 1 hour natin na pag-uusap. Unfortunately, we weren't able to continue through Facebook. Marami sana doon na mas marami tayong mommies na matutulungan. But I will be opening again the prescription for the first-time moms who can't see an OBGYN or nandun kayo sa mga lugar na kung saan mahirap yung healthcare. No? So, I'll be posting also practical tips that you will be able to use habang nasa bahay kayo. Okay? You can take Fern-D. It's 1,000 international unit and hindi ko alam kung ano yung component ng Fern Active. Lalain eh. So, Fern-D is okay. I don't know kung component ng Fern Active. No? Remember pala na not all herbal supplements are good. May indications yan. So, don't overdo with herbal supplements. Still consult with your doctor. Okay? Alright, so 30 seconds and then I will be ending this stream. Stay safe, stay at home, wear proper face mask, social distancing, be updated sa mga statistics natin, protect your family, protect yourself. It's also okay to ask for help when you need it. Okay, so until the next stream, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to be updated, just click the notification bell of my YouTube channel. Bye! Stay safe, everyone.